a short story as to how PowerShift was inspired. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Jen. I want to tell you about a short story that inspired PowerShift. I was in my office one day working on a terminally ill patient. During the treatment, in a moment, we connected. And she looked at me and she said, "What's the purpose? There has to be something more to this." I didn't really have a great answer for her. My only goal was to help her have some peace in her body before she transitioned. As we departed that day, we both knew that it was the last time that we would see each other in this manner. The rest of the day, those questions were going over and over in my mind. And then I started asking my own questions. I had so much knowledge, trained very well on both the Eastern and Western sides of health and wellness. I had great mentors, and she had other great doctors. Yet we still couldn't fully help this person. And then other questions kept running in my head, like what are the missing keys then? What's the bigger picture? I went home that night and took those questions with me. And then I found myself in a very deep dream, and it was so real. I went through all these temples up the Nile and ended up in the Great Pyramid in Egypt. The next day when I went to work, even from that experience, my perception was shifted. My conversations were a little bit different with my patients in reference to health and wellness. But then something amazing happened. I opened up my email, and here's this invitation to this sacred journey through Egypt. And when I read through it, it was exactly the same thing that happened to me in my dream. So in a moment, I trusted and I said yes to the journey. I didn't know if it was real. I didn't know if this person was real. But in 2 weeks, I was on a plane for this sacred journey. When I landed, I kind of looked at myself and I was like, oh my God, you're crazy. I didn't know where I was. I was really far from home. Some of the experiences that had happened on that travel already, I was kind of fearing for my own life. But yet I remembered this lady and I remembered those questions. And I knew that I had to trust his divine message. So when I got to my destination, this lady was there and the trip was real. And she took me on an amazing journey through consciousness, through the temples of the Nile and into the Great Pyramid. It brought me to another state of grace. And what I learned along the way is what I want to share with you. I brought that back with me, and I've been using it myself for my own prosperity and my own health, and bridging that to my own patients for their health and well-being. But now it's your turn. Everybody should have the opportunity to know their full potential and their full truth. And when I was on that journey and my questions were answered, I knew that I had to share the message. We want to create a very sacred space for you and a stage for you to live your inspired experience. So follow us on our PowerShifting Facebook page, as well as on IamPowershift.com. And let us know if you have any questions, as we're here for you. Thank you, and have a great day.